Hey guys, we're here with One Piece chapter 1005 entitled Demon Child. This chapter was a pretty good chapter. I give it a 7.5 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. But we start the chapter off with Sanji and Black Maria. Sanji seems to be ensnared in Black Maria's web. She's complaining that she needs to go and take out the samurai, but before she can go and do that, Sanji needs to call Nico Robin so she can come and save him. She says that she's put her webs at the entrance and on the floor. Her webs seem to be called hard gum, and then she puts on these huge brass knuckles because Black Maria isn't a small individual. She's a giant spider woman, and she just starts beating the shit out of Sanji. I mean, just whooping his ass. And Sanji can't do anything because he's stuck, in this web. And it's really funny because all the hoes that run in her gang are so sympathetic to Sanji's situation. They're just all sitting there crying. They're all like, oh my god, this man is so amazing that he'd rather die than call for his friends. One is like, I'd marry him if he wasn't the enemy. Sanji tells Black Maria to stop because he can't even speak at this point, Then to everybody's surprise, Sanji actually calls Nico Robin to save them. All the girls are shocked, like, what the hell, it was that easy? While he's doing that, we see panels of Chopper still making medicine for these Ice Oni to save the enemy and, the alliance alike. We see panels of Jinbei using Haki, and Who's Who looks like he's pouncing, about to bite. I can't wait to see a little bit more of that battle. It seems those things with the eyes are broadcasting what Sanji is saying to the battlefield. Also, we see Marco, and it is King that he's fighting. I didn't really see Queen anywhere. I saw some of the Kid Pirates calling Sanji pathetic, and Beppo and the Kid Pirates, the Hard Pirates look kind of hurt, while the Kid Pirates don't really look that damaged or injured at all. Them hard pirate niggas may need sensu beans. Frankie seems to still be fighting Sasaki and is wondering why Sanji's screaming out, and he thinks it's likely a trap. Nami correctly deduces that Sanji would never call for help, so he must be fighting a woman. For me, this shows a lot of growth in Sanji's part as a character, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Marco is having fun, that the Straw Hats are having fun. So back to Sanji and Black Maria. Sanji thought that Black Maria would have released him like she promised if Sanji called Robin, but Black Maria seemed to have grown fond of Sanji and wants to keep him, and she basically shows him all the other men that she's ensnared and wants Sanji to basically join them. And Sanji said he can't stay because he's made to love all the women in the world. And just when she's about to punch Sanji again, we see Robin's giant hand just comes out of nowhere to split the shit out of Black Maria. And Black Maria is surprised that Robin got in and around all her traps, but she reminds her of how long she's been basically eluding the world and the world government, because Robin has had a bounty on her head since she was like 8 years old. So for over 20 years, the world government has been basically chasing Robin, and Robin has been able to avoid them every time. Robin also lets Black Maria know that coming after her friends basically brings out the devil in her. Then Brook shows up and cuts Sanji free. He seems to have frozen all the other webs too, which cause them shits to break basically. The girls see Brook and scream out monster, but they all look pretty monstrous themselves, so that was a pretty funny thing, which always seems to happen to Brook just because, he's a skeleton. Sanji decides to run off to help Kinemon. Robin, turns around and basically tells Sanji that, he made her day by basically counting on her. And that really shows Sanji's growth, because that's what the Whole Cake Island arc was about. Showing Sanji's character flaws, because his chivalrous nature is his greatest character flaw, even though it's also his greatest strength. He will not hit women. He didn't even want to use hockey on Black Maria when she was pounding his face in earlier because he thought that the hockey would probably hurt her. So in Whole Cake Island, he had to learn to trust his crew, that despite his character flaws, he could still count on his friends in those situations. I mean, even in Whole Cake Island, when Sanji was already back with Luffy and they could have just easily kind of tried to find a way out that day, but Sanji decided that he wanted to rescue his family because despite all they'd done to him, he couldn't just knowingly let them die. And Luffy just looked at him and just said, well, that's just the kind of person that you are. You know what I'm saying? So Sanji's flaws are his kindness and his chivalrous nature, but it's also what kind of makes him him. In Eni's lobby, Nami had to take over his last fight. Oda is brilliant with this because he made Sanji a flaw in Germa, and the same things that were flaws with Germa are the same things that are basically his character flaws, but also what the crew really loves about Sanji. So Sanji runs off to go and help the scabbards, and now we see Yamato tell us that the Eye People are cyborgs that are basically everywhere. They can see everything and basically broadcast everything to whoever they want. I wonder if Queen made them. So because of the eye or cyborg things, they seem to have found Yamato and Momo's location. So Yamato tells Momo to hide inside her dress, which I bet he's really happy about. Then her and Shinobu break out of the room. We see Jack tell Black Maria to leave the scabbards to her and that the Toby Robo can't handle them. I'm wondering if Black Maria was a celestial dragon slave at some point, because she has uncovered her shirt and a tattoo is on her back, but it's in the center of her back, which is where the celestial dragons usually mark their slaves. And she's telling Robin now that no matter what, that she's gonna capture Robin, and that Robin basically belongs to Kaido, to which Robin tells her basically, over my dead body. And it seems that Oda has set up the matchup for Robin and Brooke to be fighting Black Maria. So we'll see how that fight shapes up. So that's basically it for the chapter, guys. Just leave a like and a review for yourself in the comments, and you guys just let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time.